There's the marketplace. Like, I can look at it, but I haven't got the ability to really invest too much into it right now. We'll be investing more into that in the future because it's going to be easier for us to get more money in the future. All right.
What am I doing here?
I can activate the erratic seamstress. Ah, so my mind. Get a card out here. Thank you. Thank you. Basic barrier cards, I'd be happy to remove. Basic promotion cards as well, actually. Those are really hard for me to care about. This is a host of evil with 2 abominations. That fight's actually pretty bad. I may come back to that. Actually, I just had my weird candle turn out. Host of evil with rune carrier. You know what? I think I'm actually going to pop 2 weird candles to take each of these fights. It's the fact that there's 2 abominations in the fight that is making me really nervous. Because I summon is the thing that I do, which, oops, is going to be a problem. I'm going to barrier myself 2 times. Give you some surgeon. Thank heck. We've got the abomination. Wait, why is my first cast this turn 0 cost? Don't question it, Raps. Song Opportunity draws 2 Whisper in the Wind. Perfect. Since we'll go out there. Oversaturation over here. I can't summon that golem. I can't. AoE, I will exclusively be deceased forever. Which is not where I want to go with that, ideally. Impact seems good here. Let's give you your level 7. Give myself even more barrier 2 times over, and now we can pass. Nice. Get him. Excuse me, I said get him? That's what I meant when I said get him. Exact perfect level. Beautiful. Is this 10 yet? I want to see when we get another specification of mastery. Uncontrolled development. Promote a random minion and activate it. Not really where I want to go with that. Conjured worm? Summon a worm at level 3? Also probably not. I think I'll actually skip this one. Uncontrolled development, I don't want to promote my golem because if the golem gets promoted, I'm going to be taking more damage. Is that a problem? Is that too much of a problem for us? Maybe it's not too much of a problem for us. We generate a lot of barrier. The golem is eventually going to need more max HP. No, I feel like too much of the time I'm going to want it to hit something specific and it won't hit the specific. Glyphs of Sustenance. At the end of turn, raise the damage of abominations by 200%. The effect is removed after their first activation. So each turn they get 1 activation that does 300% damage, 200% plus on top of the base. Worms will play vulnerable after 4 hunters marks instead of 6, and then golems retaliate with 100% of the damage they received instead of 50. Glyph of Sustenance. Extremely Glyph of Sustenance here. Wait, they only get 1 boosted hit per combat? Are you sure? At the end of turn, raise their damage by 200%. The effect is removed after their first activation. So how I'm reading this is buff 200%. You've used the ability and you're certain, says Sal. So it only happens once per combat. Why? That's... You can stack it up, but mine activates on summon. I have no ability not to utilize it, is the problem. The Golem Retaliate is really good, but it still retaliates if it's being hit against barrier, right? Like, maybe I have to take Glyphs of Shielding here. Because my A-Bomb activates when I play A-Bomb. The haste doesn't seem to stop it. I'm gonna take it. I need to explore with it, try it out, you know, see what's up. All right. Sup, carrier?
You approach a strange figure, a hunchback, all covered with glowing rune stones. Some of them grow straight out of his body. He looks like he threw himself into a pit full of these stones and rolled around.
Hello, stranger. Would you like to trade with me? As you can see, I have a lot of rune stones on me, but I barely have anything else. Some gold would do the trick. I've realized that when you have enough gold, nobody cares about how you look.
Yeah, I'd like the one embedded in your skull, please. I'll take that one first, and then after you sell me that, I'll try and buy some other things. Savvy? Weapon slot, every 3 turns you deal maximum damage. Every 3 turns all enemies deal minimum damage. Cracked Gifu. After you play 3 or less cards during a turn, deal 1 hit to 15 by 15 rather for a random enemy. If you've played 5 or more cards in a turn, gain 10 barrier. That's pretty good. In the armor slot, that cracked Gifu there. If I could, especially if I could actually get to the second level of this and get like, you know, 15 barrier or something like that after playing 5 cards in a turn. I often play 5 cards in a single turn. And, you know, passive barrier generation is pretty good with me. Cracked Tier. I can return to you. Yeah, you're a store. I can return to you after I go in here. What do I have for Cracked Tier? How many do I have? Just the one. Just the one. I'm also missing a Cracked Calc and a Cracked Ethel. I don't think you had Calc or Ethel. Yeah, just Stan, Gifu, Eol, and Tier. So we can take 1 tier right now. What is this character's deal? We are a summoner. It will be clear in the next combat, or at least I will attempt to make it clear in the next combat. Good to see you, Murph. The problem is, it doesn't matter to me if I have a cracked Gifu unless I also get a second cracked Gifu. Sorry, a third cracked Gifu. So I don't want to buy 2 of these. I want to buy 1. And then I might want to just buy 2 cracked tiers. But I also don't really like the upgraded tier that much. Like, I already have an upgraded cracked tier that I'm not using. It is meta progression, and that is a good point. And that is the big reason to consider it on my part. I think I'll take it for exactly that reason. Let's just go for the meta progression. And then I'll come back if I get another cracked Gifu to level it up. Runestone, upgrade, combine the runestones. So, I don't know this yet, but I suspect, and I'm trying, by the second Gifu or you'll find that you want to be sad. I can come back to that store later. I want to see if I can get 3 polished tiers and turn them into like a perfect tier or something like that. Can I get rare runes from drops? Not yet. I don't have that unlocked just yet. I came over to this milestone, but that's not actually where I wanted to go. I wanted to loop around the legendary encounter. Most of Evil, Allmother's Altar. That's actually pretty easy for us. That is a rough one over there. That's a rough one over there as well. Oh, man, why did my traversal here has been really bad. Just real buff. Real rough. I wasted a lot of weird candle in situations where I needed not. Alright. So A-Bomb gets summoned. It did 7 damage, which was well within its wheelhouse of doing. At the end of turn, it'll increase its damage. Let's draw 3 cards. Guess I'll oversaturate it. But if I oversaturate it, I really have to buff it a bunch of times this turn. Like, how am I going to get enough on it? Look, worst case scenario, it works the same as the fight has always worked for us, and we're okay with that. Okay, that Retaliate is really doing work. Maybe I should have just buffed the Retaliate. Yeah, probably shouldn't have had too much pride to just do that, you know? Let's give them all the Ritual Curse. You... Wait, hang on. Activate you, doing the AoE. We then double level you, activate you one more time. I gotta say, I've really been... Oh, try to summon a giant beastie right there. I've really been appreciating the rate at which we've been able to focus on these minions. I do feel pretty confident in my initial choice to just remove 2 minions from the deck and kind of sand down the edges. Really seems to have paid dividend quite quickly here. It's the marketplace. Oh, wow. We're actually almost finished with this floor. That's a lot faster than I thought. I probably... Do I use another weird candle? No, we're fine with you. Hey! It's the perfect opening hand. We get the A-bomb out. We give it the Whisper in the Winds. Buff you. Oversaturate you. Just activate the absolute heck out of you. I have no barrier for myself. Thankfully, the incoming damage is exceedingly low, but it's still damage. So the summoner has pets to fight for it. Do you get to pick or choose pets, or is it set ones? So at the very start of the run, we chose a golem to be our familiar, and that means at the start of every single fight, we are going to just summon a golem. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Actually, it may not even be included in this. At the start of each fight, we summon a golem, and then past that point, we, in the base deck, have 4 minions, including a golem that we get to summon. We're focusing exclusively on the Abomination so that we can do AoE damage. Let's get some extra energy, Fury you up, give you an oversaturation as well. Ooh, Druid Curse may actually get us there. It does not, but we're not that far off either. Good Retaliate. I also do like that it looks like I'm going to be able to level up one more time before I have to go to the boss on this altar. I mean, we just performed the ritual anyway.
I feel a strange...
Yeah, I'll take the healing. All the way up to 30, eh? Seems like that's consistently increasing. Treasure Guardian, these are wisps. Wisps are pretty annoying. And there's the legendary encounter after that. Rune Carrier is still around. Does playing the flute to the rats do anything? I don't know. I should have done that. That was actually a really good idea. I wanted to test that specifically because he did say, play them for my children. Play them anytime you see my children, please. That seems a good hint to do it, right? I definitely should have. Sorry, I didn't realize what you meant by sing to the rat when you said it there. My apologies. All right. I'm going to pump the light at least once and then go into this. Song of Opportunity. Oh my god, we drew the Abomination anyway. I was about to say Song of Opportunity to draw the Abomination. Song of Opportunity to draw the Whispers of the Wind. Good enough. Good enough. Activate the minion. Give it damage. Pump myself back up so that I can get some barrier. Give you some barrier. Reduce the armor of all enemies by 25 until the end of combat. Not bad, but I want to draw 2 more cards next turn instead. It's very important that I manage to ramp up my damage as quickly as possible because these enemies have a strong aura. They negate every hit under 50 damage. It's pretty big. Although I'm going to be lowering their armor and doing other effects to try and modify how quickly we can reach that 50. Whisper in the Wind. Fury 2, activate, and Dark Right. You can also remove that effect by dealing enough hits in a single turn, but that's not necessarily going to be how we do it, at least. Fine. Get another oversaturation on you, and I'll wait until next turn to promote you. So I do want to get you straight to level 7 if possible. Straight to level 7. Everyone loses 50 armor on the opposing side. Activate. Yes. Activate. We'll use that Arcane Shield to keep my Golem around despite the enemy's bops. And then I've already leveled up this turn. Activate. So at the start of next turn, I think I get back to a full ultimate charge. There we do. Promote you all the way to level 10 and then just keep on activating. I don't have Druid's Curse in this hand, so I'll have to wait. There it is. Easy. At the start of each turn, promote this minion. Oh god. Oh god. Can I do that? At the start of each turn, promote this minion. I'm promoting the minion myself 3 times a turn. That didn't seem like it needed a candle. You're not wrong, Septic Viper, rather. Sorry, my apologies. Although I did lower their armor by 25 really early on and I didn't receive a downside, I do feel like I almost certainly could have done that quite easily without the candle as well. Maybe self-awareness is too slow. After we get the A-Belm out of the field, we typically kill 2 turns later, right? So what, 2 promotions for 2 cost? I don't know about that. Well, 1 promotion for 2 cost, even, possibly. All right, what's in this treasure pile?
What was when you
New combat slot for items, extra damage. It's okay in boss fights. That's true. That's true. Although I also feel like I don't have current problems in boss fights, or at least I can't currently project the problems that I will possibly encounter in boss fights. Increasing my damage will increase the base damage of the characters I summon, right? And then they are multiplied beyond that point, so it seems like 2 damage makes the most sense here. Does the promotion draw you a card on the next turn if the minion has buff? I don't know what you mean. Did the promotion draw you? So promotion, the card that I just turned down, if I understand you correctly, draw you a card on the next turn if the minion has buff. Has what buff? Yeah, the card draw is on activation, not on promotion. Sorry if that's what you're wondering about. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pop the weird candle for this, I think. I also didn't find another cracked waifu, so I'm not gonna be able to level that bad boy up right there. Unfortunate. That said, it's almost certainly still... Actually, it's probably better than the Polished Gar for us. Alright. Get him, Regina. It's not all impulse. This is not the opening hand that you want to see in this fight. Still need to remove more cards still. Clearly. Dullahan. This enemy can poison you with its attacks. Its poison grows stronger each hit. It will also summon allies. Yawning Portal. Every few turns, an enemy will try and spawn from this portal. Destroying the portal will remove all poison, heal everyone in combat, increase your damage, and reduce your armor. Uh-oh. I'm doing AoE, which means I'm going to kill the Yawning Portal a lot. Uh-oh. Let's activate you 2 times. Not promoting you, though. Bury myself up as much as I can and pass. Polshgar was getting pretty big with the self buff. It's true. It's true. Barrier is kind of like my life soul right now, though. Find it really hard to turn that down. Oh, come on! What? Well, there's another golem if I want one. Do I want one? Maybe I want another golem. Doesn't promote a golem end up healing you? I don't know if it does. Yeah, it heals itself more. The reason I'm not promoting the golem is because it deals damage to us based on its promoted level. And then the second reason I'm not doing it is because if I promote, or rather the first time I promote a target, I promote them twice. So if I do it on my AoE attacker, I can actually get them really, really dense promotions early on. Do another Dark Rite. Surge you even. God, this is a awful draw order. Like, this is like worst case scenario draw order kind of situation right now. Alright. Cup your Fury. We're oversaturation. We'll even not Surge. We'll even Druid's Curse to set up for big activation gets the kill. Second one doesn't, but the minion gets a giant upgrade as a result, and then we'll go for the extra health and barrier over on the other side as well. Okay, so our AoE hits are now incredible, and our damage is going to be consistently ramping. I just need to not die to Dullahan while this is all happening. Go for Whisper in the Wind over here, and a Slothful Impulse. God, I'm even thinking about just using like Golem to get another target out on the board and then use Arcane. Actually, I'm going to do that. And we give you a giant amount of barrier. Make your ability one more time. Alright. So as long as we continually activate the Abomination, we can get it a level 3 promotion pretty much every single turn. It's quite safe. And then only the really, or rather really the only cards that I'm going to want to go off-brand for are the Arcane Shield, because it's so dense in terms of its value. Full stop. I was about to say I was going to come up with more items there, but that's about it. All right, I forgot to promote you. Yep, this is pretty good. Yeah, we're dealing 173 to 253 damage every single turn with it. Oh no, that's feeling good enough. What are you, level 16 now? Get him. Oh, that wasn't enough getting him? Well, why don't you get him one more time then? Didn't even give us enough experience for a level right there. The game recognized that it didn't challenge us. Didn't even break a sweat. Crack Cal levels up. We are going to draw 2 additional cards with their cost reduced by 1 on the first turn of combat.
Feels like an echo of something that happened before.
We're going to take another Weirdstone Heart as well, so that we have the possibility of the unique end game. Let's go back to the village. I'm not even going to invest in the marketplace. That was an active decision not to. Actually, let's have a look at the Crumbling Men here just for a second here. Some of the final boss requires 3 Weirdstone Hearts. That is what we are currently attempting. Cart before the horse. I probably should have mentioned that prior. I've seen your girl. Silence.
You tell the blacksmith about your encounter with a girl formed of light. A girl who most probably turned into a swan.
Well, that's the strangest thing I've ever heard. But I guess I should get used to that, shouldn't I? With the weirdness all around us. I suppose there's no way she would come to live with me. That's a shame. I really loved her.
His gaze is filled with sorrow.
There might be a way to turn her back.
You try to comfort him, and then you hear footsteps nearby. You hear a fake cough just around the corner. It turns out that Hilda, the scientist, is hiding behind the building.
Oh, sorry, comrades. I accidentally overheard something about a woman hiding in the woods. Perhaps turned into an animal or something.
Okay. Okay, I
heard a
agree with
similar
Lolash.
story
Scientist
way
best
back
character.
when. It supposedly happened in my castle. It turned out to be a witch, living in harmony with the weirdness. Okay, so there is a simple solution to force her to stay in human form long enough to talk to her.
Is this safe?
Safe enough. For humans, at least. Although, if I'm wrong, and she's not a witch, well...
It's worth a try.
Please do whatever it takes to communicate with her. I will owe you.
I'm Hilda, by the way.
Greetings, Hildy. I'm Wayland. Thank you for your help.
They look at each other a little longer than you'd expect them to. Then Hilda turns to you.
Come speak with me in a moment. I'll have the potion ready.
This guy was Liu, the Celtic god, right? Liu... I think Liu's the name of the candle maker. Not Wayland here, the blacksmith. I think? I might be wrong. Hello, bud. Buy and improve weird candles. Still don't have enough tallow to really do that. Don't really want to go with the map-related upgrades there. Maybe I should. No. Yeah, lose the candle maker. Okay, cool.
What can I...
Appreciate it. Okay, now that we have the ability to actually use the blood to buy these upgrades, maybe I still hold off, though? Because I can get a random passive skill, or I can unlock the ability to buy random passive skills. Whenever a golem is activated, reduce the energy cost of a random card in hand by 1. Okay.
Hello. I'm finished.
Okay.
I successfully recreated the formula for a potion that should work for our dear Wayland's love. Just splatter it near the place she likes. That should lure her and force her to stay in human form for a while. And when you're done, tell Wayland that he owes me too. I need a new cauldron. My old one's starting to leak, and that's quite dangerous when it comes to stronger potions.
All right, let's talk. Nope. Okay, cool. That's sort of really good, isn't it? Yeah, that's sort of really incredibly good right there. Because if we don't get the abomination out early, a lot of the time what we do is just activate the hell out of the golem. That's really, really good. Don't need to get anything from Lost Soul. We still need to try and find more peeps. I haven't been, like, encountering them at all, so... Maybe it's just end of quest lines. Maybe I just need to see them more times. By the way, YouTube, sorry about that. Again, I forgot to unpause. I'm getting better with it, though. We've missed one battle. I turned down a card. I've removed a card from the deck. I removed my final promotion after talking to an elderly archer. She doesn't want to see humans at all anymore again? Huh. I guess now I'm going to see the florist. What did I do with her? She just doesn't want to see any humans again. So I guess she met up with the florist and somehow had a falling out with the florist, and now I'm going to proceed the quest by talking to the florist again. That's at least what I imagine's going on here. There's another golem. Song of Opportunity for the 3 draw. No. But I wanted... I didn't want the golem out. Give me my abomination in the open again, please. Murph. Murph says, I struggled with this bit. I couldn't see the florist for the trees. That's a slow clap, but I actually enjoyed that. I didn't need to slow clap you. Slow clapping is kind of condescending. I didn't need to do that. I didn't even need to... I apologize. I actually enjoyed it, friend. Alright, I'm just going to keep burying... I guess you can also get the Arcane. Let's Ritual you. Decreasing the cost of cards in hand. God, I really... Just A-bomb, please. I know there's a way to make a card innate, but I do not have the character who does it yet, unfortunately. As soon as I get them, you best believe we're going to be focusing on that for a fair while. Hit that ritual, get you to level to 7, increase your damage by 50%. One more AoE from you. Isn't this the person the seamstress wanted you to meet? I thought it was, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe there's another one out there. Keep on activating you. You can get your heal, though. Tainted Force, draw 3 less cards. I'm okay with drawing 3 less cards next turn, to be honest. As long as I have rituals, I just generate my own draw. Can I level you again? Yeah, sure. We'll do it. Yep. Generate my own draw right to the end of the deck. What level are we now? We should be getting closer to 20 now. Stun all enemies. Activate a minion 2 times. Sacrifice. So this is like reach for the end of the fight. You might also run into 2 quest lines either being incompatible or the first is unfinished and the second one can only happen after a completion state. Ah, yes. I could definitely have run into that. Shatter124, by the way. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription. The 12th month in a row. 12th month, rather, sorry. Says 1 year. And then a Kappa Pride. Kappa Pride right back at you. Thank you very much. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome back to the Republic. But can you just walk around avoiding all characters you've had character with dupe if he's on this floor? He may not be on this floor, though. Heal a minion to full HP. Minion gains 25 barrier. I mean, that's been okay. I don't think I need any of these, though. Again, we'll skip those. Oh, I don't even get a passive this level up? Rude. That's just rude as all hell. Alright, can I check out y'all first? Beggars. The beggars are probably gonna want money. I'm gonna come back to you with more money. I thought the men-at-arms could dupe you Diablo currency. I don't have the men-at-arms unlocked yet. But yes, you are right, they can do that. Draw 3 cards. Hey, we got the A-bomb on turn 1, and we got the Whispers of the Wind out. Okay, that is how we roll. I'll barrier on myself. Tainted. I don't want to lose 25% of my current HP. Give all enemies 20 barrier. I guess I have to do that. And we'll surge over there as well. Fury, another oversaturation. You can get existence as long as we activate you just the once. We then have the ability to promote you straight up to a massive level. God, I love how big the abomination gets so quickly. Ridiculous. Patently ridiculous. Stalker is an enemy here as well, by the way, that we haven't seen prior. This enemy will become tougher when it adds 50% less, or less rather, of its HP. It can reduce your armor and spawn a useless card in your deck. Somehow I feel like it's not really going to get too much time to do that. What with your murder that seems to be happening here? Fresh intestines of a humanoid again. We've got a lot of livers. Summon a Fae at level 3. A level 3 Fae actually does sound kind of appealing, but the thing is I already kind of promote fully every single turn. Place the redirect effect on an enemy for 2 turns. Damage dealt to target's allies will be transferred to the target. Huh. So you can use this to multiply the damage in an AoE fight on a single target. That's interesting. Promote a minion by 2 levels. Advanced promotion. So again, I harken back to what I said at the very start, right? I want an ability to double dip on some of these things. Promote a minion by 2 levels? That's good. That's pretty good. It's quite dense. Another focus energy available there. Worm hits. I don't have worm hits, so it's coordinated assault. Increase the damage of every minion at level 5 and above by 25%. The redirect does sound powerful on bosses, but certain bosses. One of them over there is doing the yawns as well. Hello, beggars.
You find a group of men sitting around a campfire.
Wait. If they're gonna give me a voice to do, I'm gonna go for it. Come joineth. We don't have much, but we'll share all we can with a fellow poor soul. Turn your deck into junk, effect pick cards, or take some items, most likely junk. Is the top is this actually interesting, or should I just not? The first option is hilarious. Sal, do I risk killing the run by taking the top option, or is it just like a fun thing that I should do? Because I'm going to avoid the top option in a lot of decks. Do I science right now? Because this is also science. Take some items, most likely junk. I don't think I've done that on the previous one. Yep, you definitely risk it. Sal. Sal. Sal, why? Sal. Sal. Hang on, let me turn the, let me turn free scrolling back on. Sal, what have you done to my deck? Oh. You haven't taken the bottom option yet? You didn't know? What? This was the top option! You... Sal! I told you you'd risk your run? I asked if it was gonna kill me.